I made a joke about my body count, and I watched my husband stand up, pay the bill, and leave me there like I was nothing. We had gone out for what I thought was a casual dinner, just the two of us, a rare night after months of work and responsibilities. I felt playful, a little mischievous, and thought I could lighten the mood by teasing him about our past dating experiences. I laughed when I said it, expecting him to chuckle with me, maybe roll his eyes, maybe tease me back, but instead he froze. The silence that followed was heavy, suffocating, and it made my chest tighten. I looked at him, trying to read his expression, and what I saw made my stomach drop. His face was calm, almost cold, but there was a fire in his eyes I hadn't seen before. He didn't say a word. He just stood up slowly, left some bills on the table, and walked toward the door. I called his name, thinking it was a joke, that he would turn around and laugh. But he didn't. The people around us barely noticed. They just went about their meals, oblivious to the tension that now filled our corner. I sat there, frozen, watching the empty space he had left. My laughter from moments ago felt hollow, like a cruel echo of my mistake. My phone buzzed. He had sent a text. "I'll be home." Just that. Nothing else. No explanation, no anger, no reason, nothing. My heart pounded as I tried to piece together what had just happened. How could a simple joke make him leave me sitting in a restaurant like I was invisible? By the time I left, the restaurant was nearly empty, and the staff stared at me with polite curiosity as I paid my part of the bill. I felt embarrassed, humiliated, and confused. When I got home, the apartment was dark and quiet. I expected him to be there, to sit down, to talk it through, maybe even scold me. But he wasn't. I waited for hours, pacing the living room, trying to imagine what he was thinking, wondering if he would come back, wondering if this was the first time he had truly judged me and found me lacking. When he finally arrived, it was late at night, almost past midnight. He didn't slam the door. He didn't yell. He just leaned against it for a moment, letting out a deep sigh, then looked at me with an intensity one couldn't ignore. "Do you understand why I left?" he asked quietly. I nodded, not trusting my voice. I didn't. I still didn't understand fully. He sat down, still tense, still measuring every word. "I love you," he said, almost too quietly. "But you made a joke about something you don't understand the weight of. Our marriage, our respect for each other, the trust we've built, it isn't a joke to me. I left because I needed to show you that words matter. Even small ones. Even jokes." I felt tears sting my eyes as I sat beside him. The shame, the regret, the realization of how thoughtless I had been, hit me hard. I had thought I was being funny, playful, harmless. But in reality, I had crossed a line I didn't even know existed. I had belittled something he held sacred, and his silence had been louder than any argument. We talked for hours that night. I listened. I apologized. I tried to explain my intention, though I knew intention didn't erase impact. He listened too, but with a measured calm, showing me the difference between fleeting anger and principled disappointment. By the time we went to bed, the tension had eased, but the lesson remained. I had learned that words, even in jest, carry weight, and that love sometimes demands respect more than laughter. And though he forgave me eventually, I never forgot the way he had stood up, left the restaurant, and let me sit there alone, reflecting on the gravity of my careless words. That night changed how I thought about joking, about intimacy, and about the silent ways respect can be broken and rebuilt.